What's going on? It looks like my internet may have stabilized. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not feeling, you know. We're gonna keep an eye on it. If any of you caught yesterday, there's a reason the stream was only 30 minutes. Our internet was not good yesterday. I don't know if Comcast was working in the area and they messed some stuff up, but we got right into this next area and it just, I mean, my data transfer was, it was not good. It was not good. But we're back. We're gonna play some more today. There's a reason I named the stream Tempting Fate. Is we are going to attempt, everything looks stable, but it looked stable yesterday before it took a just massive dump on me. So we are going to play some GreedFall, and we're going to try getting a couple hours in. I don't feel super great. It's been a really long and hard week, and it's catching up with me. So we're going to redo this conversation. Turns out I had an autosave a couple minutes prior, so we can actually do this conversation now.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us.
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I'm important.
And I'm Siora, Donegad, of the Gaius Rat.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
I heard you guys have a milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. Is that true?
What goes on here is only the guards'
I need this fur.
Does the same apply to me?
Reasons.
I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So,
No.
what would you like to know?
What is the camp's
What is
purpose?
it you do here? And why is this place kept secret?
I'm gonna look about 10,000 times this direction. I gotta like watch this. I'm hoping we can go like 2 hours
Our role is
at minimum.
sensitive, and our location obviously
That's
cannot
like
be
the minimum
revealed to
stream
the
time I
whole
want to do.
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's, so I trust you will be discreet.
That's kind of not what I
see
do.
the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I'd never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things, and our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
Orders are orders.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is
Not
it
super
organized?
secret. It's not that far off
The
the
main building
beaten
is
path,
reserved
but you know.
for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training, but most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
I hate how lieutenant is spelled, and they say lieutenant. Hate it.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited.
It's an odd transition.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable that these things
He's attempting a handstand.
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
Died
I agree.
tragically
I
and
have things
suddenly.
to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Raina.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much.
I hope I can
I'm
disrupt your
sorry,
whole
I
camp.
couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
You don't seem to like this man.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here.
All right, so basically the only thing we missed from yesterday's stream was that, and we're back. So, yeah, cool. All right, let's talk to these lieutenants. I don't know being right tenants, but you know,
Lieutenant,
Captain,
it's
my
such a bad
friend
joke.
here would like to learn more about this camp.
at your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind
So
of training
hard.
takes place in your ranks?
Soldiers are
Combat
hard,
in natural
they're rigid
settings.
all the time.
Combat against the savages magic.
You don't want to go to the
I'm very
barracks at
curious
night
about how
because
you
they're
train against the
hard.
magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm
Complex
very
secret
strong
moves.
with
See, we got
concentrate.
guns.
That's a
Um,
pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Raina trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we
Handstand.
do outside can
Tragic.
be dangerous. Unfortunately, Raina fell to
Told
his
him to
death
wear a
in
helmet.
ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
It's up to you. You're just kind of staying around. Kind of like my boss.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
We're having this conversation
So what
right
could they
next to
be
this
training
man.
recruits for here then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
You.
Soldier,
Yes, Captain.
at ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
In the tree. Part of the tree. In the tree. Part of the tree.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raina.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
It's a bit sussy.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Good heavens. I feel like a bogeyman.
These
Boogeyman?
recruits are clearly scared to let any information slip.
Ooh, these
It's
guys.
as
Ooh.
if their life depended on it.
Yoink. Sussy. I don't trust anybody here. You just staying at this board? Just staying there?
Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle
They all
actions.
contain one piece of the information required for the milkshake that brings other boys to the yard, sire.
Understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
There you go, plus
blindly
ultra.
follow orders, even to their
They're
death.
quite big fans of the
No, Captain.
My Hero Academia
we also
manga.
teach them to analyze situations so that they know
Fun
when
fact,
to
I'm
act to avoid risking
not the
their
biggest fan
lives.
of that.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and
I'm gonna
magic.
turn this up just a hair.
Yes, of course.
Try to corrupt her to obtain information about
Okay.
Rainer.
Don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is the governor of New Seville,
Successful.
I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
I can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
It's almost supper time. And they need their 1 cup of gruel. Talk to Wilhelm.
Soldier!
Scream for me!
At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Rainer sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No,
Afraid of a handstand accident.
not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rainer. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, let on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange.
Weak upper body.
I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well.
Schedule.
Go on.
Excellence.
I must go back to poking this dummy, please.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain,
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
we are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
I'm just gonna walk back over here. Wilhelm!
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
Oh, there we go.
What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary
All we
chance.
do is guard a
That's what we're told
milkshake
every day.
recipe.
But in reality, it's just hell.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
And they call us barbarians. We could never put our own children through this.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Raina, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something.
This game
Have this camp closed.
gets kind of sad sometimes in a hurry.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Yeah, I was gonna... You know, we're just pretending.
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods.
Hello, Fitzy.
He rebelled and was
What's up?
summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes, but he told me it's not really training. The recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
Ooh, that's where the milkshake recipe
you're
must
full
be.
of anger, Senors. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
I'm not a stealth build, guys. This is...
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training.
Guess we'll take a look around, see if there's anything to confiscate. Yeah. Confiscate. That's the word I want to use.
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Night training order. All recruits who receive this note are summoned to Soldier Wilhelm's night training. This training is not optional. You are expected at 10 p.m. on the forest trail north of the camp. Should a recruit not attend this training, they will be subject to the next training. Yes, anything else? Anything else? Hello. Oh, thought I saw something I could interact with. Nice pantry. Kurt, it's the R move. Get out of my way. Alright, so I should probably go upstairs before I head into the basement. Key to the torture chamber. Nice. Letter from the commander. Congratulations for the work you have done. You have perfectly fulfilled your mission so far, and several of your ghost recruits have already accessed positions close to the governor's. As planned, Major Herman has informed me that you have suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. Continue on this path. We should be ready to act shortly. I don't know why that
This letter is disturbing.
word just threw me off.
It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Yeah. Who? Letter from Major Herman. Your recruits arrived in San Mateus and perfectly fulfill our expectations. I would not have expected anything less from one of my best students. I made sure that the commander knew what a good job you did in your ghost camp. I have no doubt that he will know how to reward you. If the recruits we sent to the other cities are just as efficient, you too will be major soon. Oh, I got that. That's... Mr. Fitzy, what are you up to? This way. Meow. No, father has a tummy ache, please. Hey, they must have barn animals. Yes. The milk for the milkshakes is produced right here.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have
Damn.
turned this place into a site of suffering.
Formation report. We have trained the new recruits as instructed. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep, so they're sent to the Black Room to be toughened up. We suffered a casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterwards.
It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rainer shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt.
He's the son of a shepherd.
Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself.
Arrest Captain Rolf, that son of a
Refuse to
shepherd.
let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can.
There's a door over here.
I can't promise anything more. It's blocked.
Why'd you tell me I could come out this way if I can't go this way? Game, you freaking poophead. I gotta go through the basement. Then it was like, oh, your objective is through here. No, it was not. Whoops! Sorry, Kurt. I totally blanked on that. It's my fault. We're not safe scumming. I will live with the consequences of my actions. As stupid as they are, that comes from a place of just sheer stupidity. I walk right up and immediately engage those guys in combat. That was... I have no one to blame but myself for my own actions. That was really embarrassing. Just looking for any chests or anything that might be hidden. Oh. Oh, that was stupidly.
Kurt, you're so predictable.
I knew you were a bastard, but I didn't think you'd be part of this disgrace.
Have fun, soldiers! The traitors must die!
You don't want to do this.
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We surrendered without resistance, to avoid a fight, and to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
Shit. I don't think clemency is gonna work. Shoot.
Must I remind you what happened to Rainer?
And however
Only a
many others
25%
perished to
chance.
fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
Maybe not,
Yeah, I failed.
but this is how one becomes an elite soldier. The best.
Exactly. And no tenderfoot in a silk suit would understand anything about it.
Goodbye.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
I hope your troops are ready for a real fight. They just crushed your comrades.
Captain Kurt and these courtiers just decimated a whole squadron.
In
Don't
2 attacks.
underestimate them. They were able to beat us. Shut up. Your troops were weak and you're the only one responsible.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents, like Rainer before him.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
Saved him first. We're responsible for his death.
I
You're
messed
a
up.
bleeding heart, Kurt. But you know who's really responsible.
You're right. For Wilhelm! For Rainer!
Recruits! Attack!
You guys want round 2? I have botched this entire thing. I am not doing good right now. You know, I'm reminded of the fact that I didn't do good my first time I came through here either. I do think I was able to talk no jutsu my way out of that fight.
Yes.
But
Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else. What a waste. I can't believe these orders came from the top.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
nice. I need to come back here anyways. So that is really convenient. Also, we just took out a lot of people, honestly.
Sieglinder,
A lot.
I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. We will pick up Lightning Dash. This dash when quickly dodging a second time only works with Divine Ring. Oh yeah, baby! That's gonna be cool. Cool. And I have a talent point. I think I'm gonna grab Intuition. Do I want Intuition too? This is tough. I want Science level 2 so I can make better potions. I think I want to be able to make better potions. Because, yeah, we'll get attribute points when we level up again. I'm probably just going to take Mental Power 5. And as I said, we're leaning entirely into the glass cannon build. Talk to Father Phineas. Let's go to turn in an ancient secret. The side quests in this game are really well written. It's actually a lot of fun to really get in there and like kind of hear the whole story, and like you're just like, damn, this is pretty sick. Like this is a whole like side plot. Like,
come closer, good people. The cure and wine are your boots. Is your hat.
so being upright's a little tough for me right now, guys. So we're gonna try to make it to 2 hours, and I'll see how I'm feeling. Might be a shorter stream tonight, but.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I was doing something for you.
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men, and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all
We need
this
Jerry
time.
Springer.
In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Yeah, I gotta go talk
Until
to
we
my
meet
cousin.
again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I don't think Constantine really knew either.
You may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen it?
Give me goods. And possibly services. Ooh. Blue chain goods goes up a little bit. I gain 4% balance and 1 armor. I lose 3 magic 3% magic resistance. I'm gonna buy this hat. It's a nice hat. It's the wrong button. Doubt I'm gonna get anything better. Doubt I'm gonna find anything better. Bridge Alliance, Priest's Cape. Guard Cape, Gunner's Cape.
Thank you for your visit. See
Black.
you soon.
It's good. Let's go talk to my cousin. I guess we'll probably knock out another side quest after this.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine.
The Malachor.
Stay with me, Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
No, I'm still dying.
No. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service.
Took me a long time to
As
get
our
around to it.
investigation was leading us to imagine. The congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But...
I'm a native man.
That means you are not
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin.
Hell
you
yeah,
have
bro.
always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Naught's reputation went up.
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat.
Oh!
In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I'll not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Alright, so I need Kurt, and I'm going to take my girlfriend. She comes with me.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest.
Okay. So we're gonna look at achievements real quick. So yeah, I've revealed some of these. Saved Talame from the guard coup. We decided to save the Alliance in the guard coup. So I can pick one of these to save. We're gonna see what's going on here.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry. Locked.
Your lockpick skill's not high enough.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Hey. Me too, buddy. Hey, that looks bad. Nice attempt. Oh, that was... Spam that a couple of times. You think the Coin Guard can stop me? Hey, Vasco, Petrus, you guys did such a good job holding those guys off. Sure, casting advisors are safe. Oh, man. Oh, I finally feel, like, really strong. Alright, so magic takes a little while to spin up there. But, that does not appear to be the right door. Hello, Ciora. Hey, guys. That guy's just big chillin', eh?
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Probably be some goons waiting for me in here. Hey, did nobody warn you guys that I'm, like, a powerful mage? Like, Like, nobody sees this man carrying a weapon, and then everybody just assumes that I'm some sort of, like... chump. Alright, is there a map of this place? Alright, now I gotta go downstairs. I'm trying to remember my way down, so I need to go this door. That's the wrong way. I do this every single time I come down here. That's the natural, like, feel.
Let's see if you know. Death to the others!
Guys, you guys, they didn't exactly send their best now, did they? I think I'm so strong, I'm to the point that, like, anything short of, like, a gargantuan monster is gonna, like, be the only thing that slows me down. I don't think your regular Joe Schmo soldiers are gonna be much of a
We've
threat
reached
to me.
the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words.
I say it's a very nice way to put it.
Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. All your lives.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget.
Oh, there's a body I didn't loot. So obviously we've hit a big, important note in the story. I didn't know when this was. Sorry we left so many bodies for you to clean up. Pretty quiet coup attempt, eh?
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
Oh, now it is.
You are in danger.
Holy
Do you
shit.
know a safe place where we could take you?
It's
Don't
not
worry about me. I have friends here.
the worst.
Go! And do be careful.
Hold on. Hold on. Alright. Hopefully we're stabilized. I just hardlined in. We're hardlined in right now. Here's hoping things are good. We're back. Are we good? My gosh, what is up with our internet right now? Holy shnikes, Batman. Holy crap. Yeah, everything looks like it's stabilized. I have no clue what's wrong with our internet right now. We are experiencing such gigantic ups and downs. I'm hoping it might be a Wi-Fi issue or what? Yes, I'm an animal. I stream over Wi-Fi. Dude, I've been eyeing it too. I've been watching out the corner of my eye, dude. And the one time I take my freaking peepers off it. I don't know why I didn't think to hardline in last time. So hopefully we are good. Hopefully I'm staring at it with bated breath. I'm waiting to see if it drops at all. We are good. Scuff, man. Freaking scuff. We have warned Lady Morange. Eyeing it. Kicking me. Just kick Kurt. Alright. Warn the other governors. Time to get moving. It looks like, if I'm being honest, I failed to warn. Alright.
Things are about to get dicey.
I stepped too far back.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Shit. They all healed. So I think what happened, what I may have done last time is I just like fought. And I killed everybody. And I didn't go warn the other governors. I think that's what I did last time. So let's get the math out of here.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
It's a handsome fellow. So I dropped my bit rate too, just to maybe keep that down. This is where big, cool AoE spells would come in handy, but I also can just do this. I literally have, like, no good spell combos, dude. Oh. I am carrying too much weight to sprint. Hey, blacksmith. You wanna... let's take a quick gander over all of my stuff. See if I got anything decent. Oh. Not the D-pad. Not the D-pad, stupid. I can't use any of that. Let's go through weapons with... these are all weaker. Well, aside of the sharpened claymore, but the black and iron fist is really good. Major's bassinets. Cool. And Siora cannot wear hats, so she can't wear any of this heavier armor. But maybe Kurt can. Curtis, if you wish. Old gray studded armor. Its armor and balance are a little bit higher. It lacks elemental and magic resistance, but I think he'll be fine. Any new... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some steel gauntlets, dude. Oh, yeah. Warrior King's gauntlets. I'm going to be hard-pressed getting better than what I'm wearing. Pretty much all the armor I get is for Kurt, because he's just really the only guy with any sort of strength stat.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to...
Buy my shit. Great steel axe. Jesus. Sell all of that. We haven't been to a merchant in a while. Now, Mr. Fitz, I know you're tempted to play with the Ethernet cable, but that thing was expensive, so don't. It would be really cool of you not to mess with my very expensive cord, Mr. Cat. It's not a toy. I spent too much money on toys for you to be chewing on my good stuff.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once.
I was hoping my cat would understand not to chew on cords after the one time he gave himself a little shock.
Underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose?
I don't really know. But they were heavily armed, and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins?
We're gonna try this.
Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Success.
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Yeah, you better go.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the bay.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but this is a special night. My orders are not to let anyone in.
What if I paid you a supplement for your good services?
Very well, you can come in. I hope I won't be in trouble.
Just bribe this man, get out of my way. Hi!
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking?
No, I'm gonna take them all out too.
Kurt, the real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself, who for his personal advancement would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle, cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders? What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
To my help! And death to
Where's the other one? It's through here. Ding dong! It's me, Pain.
Soldiers, ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the governor, Constantin Dorsey.
Ooh, 75% chance.
Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm
Success.
sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
To my help!
Kurt, you're not even gonna get a chance to finish your beverage that's boosting your strength before I smoke her. Like you are a cute gentleman. Okay, let's treason. Arrest the coin lieutenants. Where might the last one be? Oh, the barracks. I'm an idiot. I like how a lot of this game, like, you can use disguises. Is this the right way? So. Hi, buddy.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Yeah. Oh, guys. Seems like a pretty bad judgment call. Pretty bad judgment call to attack me. It's like word hasn't got around that I'm some, like, badass or anything. Well, if I lockpick something, it probably is assumed that I want to be in that item.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
That's a convenient thing to say, Kurt. As lockpicking level 3, I cannot do that. Pardon. We have carefully followed your instructions. If the operation were to fail, an escort will be waiting for you outside the barracks to take you safely to docks, where the Naut ship you asked for will be waiting for you, ready to depart.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Which way do I go? Run my way around.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever.
Yeah.
Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about...
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here.
so? These snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show
He didn't
them
get
what
very far.
gods are made of.
Hi. All right.
Come here, you pathetic dog!
Where'd I get the blicky
The
from?
game is over for you, Commander.
All right. That's so weird. I don't know why you bothered doing that. Man, you are looking way worse in a hurry.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Like crap.
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like
So
always,
I'm almost
but
wondering
you have
if
protected my
Kurt
advisors.
didn't like you, like maybe he didn't do his missions.
And if your highness would
You would have had to have
permit,
killed him
relay
there, I
our most
think.
Sincere gratitude from all of Teleme. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain, and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always.
I like how everybody's like, meh, maybe don't trust the holy men.
You are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. The Suffering of Constantine. So there's a cure for the Malachor. We got some... We got numerous side quests now. Shoot. Dean Corselion's research. So we got all this crap. We're not going to do any of that. Guess we'll bop out a couple of side quests real quick. The healer and when Shavea to help the healer in San Mateus. Yeah, we're not going to the healer in San Mateus. We're not going to do that. How is though? I'm curious. Friendly with the natives, nice with the congregation of merchants. Petrus is still suspicious of me. Kurt is down to nice. Vasco is friendly. Bridge Alliance, Salome, Coin Garden, Knots are all suspicious of me. Not surprising.
It's blocked.
That's not my house. My house is back here in this corner. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Looks like we've stabilized the stream, which is pretty good. I'm happy because I wanted to continue playing and streaming, so. Talk to Father Justinius. Ciora doesn't have anything. I'll talk to Ciora.
Karans, do you need something?
Yeah, see.
I must leave you.
You don't get a chance to really talk with the companions all that much. They really don't have much to say to you. In most regards. I'm wondering if I should buy... I will have to bring Petrus with me, and his ring is crap. So I'm wondering if I should buy him, like, a better ring. I will buy him the consecrated ring. It's not very good. But it's going to give him something to use when I have to bring him with me. I apparently am going to be strong enough to basically carry any weaker teammates with me. The hell's Father Justinius? Is he in an area I haven't been to? What's over here? Find the Scholars Expedition Camp. Ask for the help of Cecilius. Alright, I guess I just have to kind of mosey through this area. Yeah, I gotta go to the far side. I haven't been there yet. Speaking of far side, you guys ever seen Far Side comics? I'm kind of old, so like that's stuff I grew up with. My mother was always like super dope about like showing us new things, and Far Side comics were always like really funny as a kid. Like some of them were really like, I was like, ah, that's funny. And then I got older and like realized how much funnier they were. Yo, that rocks. I appreciate you stopping by. Nothing. It's hard to match the vibes of Coral Island with anything other than Coral Island. Except for the fact I got absolutely cheated out of the frickin' Harvest Festival. I would have flipped my desk. I probably should have. Probably would have made me feel better. Yeah. It's gonna be the bane of my existence forever now. Yeah, whenever it makes it to console, that was kind of my plan. was to play the 1.6 update whenever that lands on console. Yeah, my big goal for Coral Island is to do 3 years in that game, and we're halfway through fall of year 2. We're gonna go to year 3 and probably get finish year 3 out, and then we will probably call it on Coral Island for just a little bit, and probably switch over and play a little something else. Probably switch over to Stardew for a little bit, honestly. Hey, there's a big monster. There's a big monster. A Nadaig Frossaman. Oh, this thing is strong. Yeah! I am aware. Where's my other spell? Right? That's kind of my thing, is like, I have to, like, heal, like, the coral trees and stuff like that. I've been waiting to get back into winter, so I got something to do. Oh my gosh. Oh, that thing hits like a Mack truck. I don't care about this thing having no armor. I want its magic weakness up. I love Coral Island, I really do, but it does, I'm sort of at the point where I'm almost done with all of the available story beats, and it's just coming down to a bit of grindy stuff, you know, trying to get all the museum and stuff like that, and I find getting the town rank up to be kind of frustrating. I know. I think I'm massively underleveled to be fighting this thing right now. But, there we go. Horn of the Forest King. Cool. Just leveled me up. Let's see. Let's see. Faster attack. Faster attacks after lightning dash. Nice. An attribute. We're just gonna glass cannon it. It's mental power level 5. Health? Who needs that? We don't do any of that stuff around here. Campsite right here. This is a lizard thing. Right here. It's not the one I thought I was going to attack, but okay. This game has one of the most boring magic systems imaginable. Travel. Where are we going? Oh, this is gonna be a twofer up here. You know what? Compose your team. I should probably bring Petrus with me. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ciora, I will take Petrus with me, drop off my girlfriend, and bring Grandpa. Alright, Father Justinius. Have I been to this? I have not been to this area. Ooh, there's a lot to do. Oh, hi. Oh. Ow. Little fragile leg. You guys got this? No? I just traded off my girlfriend who's really strong for Grandpa who's not very strong. Okay. I didn't realize how much this game lacked in diversity with companions. I kind of forgot about it. Oh, look, it's a bunch of bats. Oh, wow. Ow. I mean, Father Petrus is a pretty cool dude. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I used the wrong potion. Nah, I like Father Petrus. He's a pretty cool dude. He might be a holy man, but he's got a cool story. And then just to preface this, I played this game originally when it came out, and this is just another playthrough because they announced the second game's coming this summer, and I'm really excited about it. Oh, lock on. Hey, we should probably go help Grandpa. He's probably not the right guy to be fighting against the big shark monster thing. Poison will kill you faster than anything else in this game. Excuse me. Gracious. Oh, I usually see them in the tree. You know, that ambush wouldn't happen. Witcher, I'd probably liken it more to, like, Dragon Age or Mass Effect. It's definitely more, in that vein. Like, your character, you have a preset character. You can be a man or a woman, but, they're a very preset character. There's really not much in terms of variety you can do. The choices in this game are not super deep. In fact, half the time you can't really make a decision either way. You just sort of have to kind of take it. Take the situation for what it is and go with it. But it's got a really cool story. The vibe of it's pretty immaculate. It's a cool world. I like the setting and stuff like that, but it definitely has all the hallmarks of the dev team probably didn't have the most money to work with, and they did the best they could. Oh, I was gonna say, what's attacking me? Attacking me. Yeah, this wasn't a super popular game though. This is one of those games I always tell people it's kind of like a hidden gem. Big hidden gem energy.
What an astounding place.
It is the village of Eden the Cardinal Mother told you about. The place where natives and priests live together. I must admit that I'm curious to see it.
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Father Justinius. It's a very cool world. That's why I'm really excited for the second game. So, in this one, you're kind of like the Europeans coming to the New World, and they're looking for a cure for something called the Malachor, which is like a plague affecting people. And in the second game, you're going to be a native from this island going back to the continent, basically, and kind of exploring the game from the other perspective in their world. So I'm really fascinated to see how they're going to pull that one off.
The lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desarde, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
I'm going to start calling him Father Lustinius. That's what his name sort of looks like.
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news.
Father Lustinius, you sexy
tablets
bastard.
is
I like your
fantastic.
choice of facial
We
hair.
have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
Who are the
heretical
suspects?
brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from
I
us.
hate these guys,
How
by
could
the
they
way.
have learned of the
I
tablets'
hate this
existence?
faction so much.
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Heretic.
I must leave you.
Question
Goodbye.
the
May the
theologian.
enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
He's needed for another mission now, isn't he? I can't. Learn about the story of Eden. Story of Eden. I got multiple missions here, so this is gonna be. I'm gonna be here a while. Because I think. Trouble in Eden. Learn about the story of Eden and question the theologians. Let's go question the theologians. Sister Eugenia.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
We'll get your iPads back.
But hurry,
Don't
I have
worry
a lot
about
to
it.
do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Seems like you guys suck.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these
Is
pieces
that Dante's
of
brother?
information.
Hell yeah.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
That's the whole plot of this game. Is like. So like we also just recently found out that
Thank you.
your character you play as, Desarde, you're actually the product. You are native. You're half native. And so these people I'm talking to, they're from Toleme. They're essentially the Spanish Inquisition. These people are terrible. I hate these people so much. Of the factions I could be like working with, they're my least favorite. The Bridge Alliance has been experimenting on the natives, so I hate them too. It makes me like basically every situation I'm playing the game like I did the first time and siding with the natives in pretty much every regard I can.
Sister Eugenia
They're just the natives are hanging out. This is their land, and these guys show up and are just a bunch of pricks.
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning,
right,
and the lock was intact.
I like your verdant lands.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Be a shame if somebody was to
What I can
take
tell
them.
you for sure is it is not one
You
of
want some
us.
beads for them?
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the
I think of Futurama and the episode where they find out that the Wong family bought Mars from the native Martians, and they're like, you purchased Mars, you sold Mars for 1 bead, and he's like, hey, we had no concept of what I forgot what he said. He's like money or anything like that. And then like they look at the bead and it's just like a massive diamond. And he's like, oh crap, dude, we don't care about this dusty planet anymore. We're gonna go buy a new planet.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here. And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
These guys stink.
What do you
These
mean?
guys stink.
Now we can prove
Boo!
Mateus
You
lives here.
suck!
Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to
You
say such
blither on, Virgil.
I will leave you to your work.
I don't really care about Eden. This man's sweeping the dirt. Good man. I bet they make him mop the rain, too.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Can't believe it. This brother Virgil was unforgivably neglectful. Idiot must have fallen asleep, and then our thieves only had to take the keys from him.
It's very likely
Well,
that
time
that's what
Petrus
happened,
chimed in.
but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
It has to be someone in the village. If we find them, there's a chance we can retrieve the relics.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Sick. Yes, I don't know. I don't care about the story of Eden. Stop it. I think I have to. Oh, that's sort of... Man, I don't care about this place. I hate you guys.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its...
Yeah.
Alright. I hate you guys.
What was the reaction? Were there any...
I don't want to do this mission. I don't care about the formation of this place.
Hello, brother.
Oh.
Have you been in?
Listen. Oh my God, you talk so much. Ask him about his mission with the natives.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean?
I'll listen to this one
I may
because
be
it
under the
was an
command
intuition.
of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults. And convert the entire
Domitius,
population.
I believe, is locked
The
up.
island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it.
You're also a terrible guard.
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi.
It's me. I'm on
And
Manawi.
it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now.
You're standing here.
Of course. I will leave you to your work.
He's like, I'm working on not doing anything. Why do you think I'm standing here? Please leave me alone. He's like, I'm in the nothing box, please, for love of everything.
Father, I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Daddy? Oh, gosh.
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since...
Still don't quite like you guys.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stay
Stream
are
health
on
is
the
looking
path
good.
of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince
Keep my eye on everything.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedluk, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There is something strange here.
It often takes time for the people of the continent to get used to our paradise, but I am sure you will come to appreciate it.
No,
I must leave.
think so.
Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go use little boy's room. Oh, yep. 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 I've returned. Go. Attack him already, these idiots. Is there any chests or anything I can have? This is probably the most boring side mission I've done so far. I find myself deeply uninterested in it, but XP. I want the XP. Yeah. I mean, we just got through a coup attempt, and now we're talking to the religious nutcases again. Just gonna borrow some stuff. Just borrowing some stuff. Don't mind me. Ooh, there's more stuff to borrow. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. You have speak to Lur.
Hello.
The ruler of Omicron Persei.
I am Lur, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello, Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I'm the only one.
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
New neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone.
We're just playing, bro. Playing a little prank on them.
Beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village.
I'll retake your village for you.
They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
No, they'll never think of that.
I think I know who stole
Sorry.
the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right. But you may also be wrong.
Ooh. Let's try it. We're going to
You
50%.
do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably
Success.
right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
Considering I like the villagers and the natives a lot more than everybody else, I try to take their side.
Be more complex than we'd been told.
I find it regrettable that my colleagues aren't more honest when it comes to history. Nothing solid has ever been built on lies.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bertia Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Mateus.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Seems to be spared.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And
Thanks.
please, do not hurt my son.
I don't want to. I'm gonna see if I can. Sneaking is not my MO in this game. I'm not exactly the sneaky sort. I'm the, I run in there and commence the blasting sort. It's deeply unfortunate, but also how I like to play. So don't take the path on the left. I think I'm gonna sweep wide here. Out of, you know, courtesy to Granny there, so we'll go the long way. I'm gonna go all the way down here. Ooh. Right. Oh, it's a swamp. Last swamp I was in, I fought a real big ugly. Looking around to see if there's another one around here. I'd love to fight another big enemy. That's not quite what I was looking for, but I think this might do. Oh, there's a couple. What are you? The white. Royal. Looking. You guys are, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. You guys gonna attack it? No, you guys just gonna stand there and look at the big venomous lizard creature? Yeah? Yeah, is that what you guys are gonna do? Be not helpful in combat? I know that's what you guys like to do. Sometimes bullets not do that. Camp up here. Nice. What on earth am I stuck on? Oh. So I went the long way for no reason. But I did get a chance to fight a couple of weird monsters. So do not take the path on the left.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In that case, we should avoid taking the left path. If I remember correctly what that woman said, it's booby-trapped.
Can I be a little sneaky snake? Can I be a sneaky little snake? I think so.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Sneaky snake. Oh, such a sneaky snake. Clank, 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 clank. Don't mind us. I'm not over here. It's exceedingly comical how easy some missions are. That's it. I'm such a big fan of this game. Like, I cannot wait to see the second one. I want to see the improvements that they make. I want to, so excited. Cool. Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted
Told
to
you I
make
wasn't
sure
gonna hurt
that
him.
everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
See? I did what I told you I was gonna do. I try to be a good person. I try. I see literally no reason to fast travel when I could just walk. Just walk over here. So like when I play a game like Mass Effect, excuse me, I typically would play that game in a bit of a moral gray zone, and I kind of take most encounters sort of as is. Like I will, you know, I don't go into it like being I'm going to be fully good or I'm going to be fully bad. I approach it by, you know, I weigh each situation out as its own kind of deal. And it's the same thing with this game. But unfortunately, the natives have my favor 100 out of 100 times, so.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you, but how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
In any case,
Exactly. Sometimes the talk no jutsu, talking through situations and, you know, getting out of them is more interesting sometimes than just sheer fighting or.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve
Yeah,
things.
Father Lustinius.
You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Money? $50. Yahoo! Man, 1300 XP doesn't do as much as I thought. Progressing the main quest. And I should literally be able to talk to Petrus right now.
Have you considered my proposition?
Yeah.
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
Next.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Mateus. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Cool. It's almost like I had him with me anyways. Alrighty then. We do have a main mission here, but we'll come back. Come to the village indicated by Petrus. Want to clear up some of these side missioninos before we progress to the next story beat. I mean, handling everything we just recently did with the coup attempt, we are we just did a really big story chunk. So I'm happy to just kind of bop around a couple side missions for a little bit. Travel. We'll head back to San Mateus. These are their residents. Oh, Kurt has something he wants to talk to me about.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors?
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I
got more to do,
never
Kurt?
cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed.
Kurt, come on.
And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the guard. But you look quite busy. Come back and see me when you're ready. Anything else?
Go.
I must leave.
They asked him whether or not he felt lonely. Alright, so we'll pop in at the merchant. Probably nothing I can use. Absolutely not. It's gonna be that way. I can use next to no equipment because I am I'm a weak baby boy. Protection is not my need. Damages. As I'm fond of saying when we played through all the Nexomon games and such, this is an all offense all the time house. That's how we do things around here. Which, side note, if you're a fan of the Pokemon games, the Nexomon games are pretty great. I enjoyed them tremendously. And now I have to impatiently wait for the third game. So, I'm supposed to dress up like a servant? So should I find the servants' quarters? Hey, how you doing? not a door I can go through. I probably could go to the merchant and purchase.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors, by order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Okay. Disguise team as servants. Comfortable vest. ×3. Where would you... Just tell me to get one and I'll go get some. Really not that serious. Really... Can I go? We'll go check the merchant. I'll go see if I can't go get my hands on a couple of them. And the merchant, I think, is a straight shot. God. Here's the merchant. Why am I drawing? Oh, it's literally there's a quest marker telling me to go to the merchant. That's why I'm so smart. Come closer. Well, I don't like how you're summoning me.
To have a rummage around.
Bye. That's a better ring. Ring of the Divine Light. Plus 16 damage, plus 40% stun? My guy? Reduced Fury generation sucks. I'm buying it because stats. Hey Kurt, you want a fancy pointy hat that makes you look like a bit like a conehead? Man, these boys expensive. $47. Hey, Petrus. I don't think you're getting away. Oh, we all get to look like idiots. Yeah, I'm really disguised. I'm not D-Sardie. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, let's go like this. If we get into a scrap. He goes from 132 to 215 damage. Hand-me-downs are fun. As I said before, too, this is a game that, you will end up using each one of the companions, which is really fascinating. Because a lot of games you can pretty much play some of these games with never looking sideways at some of the companions. If you're not interested, if you don't find them interesting or anything like that. But you know, this is a game where the companions are a big part of it. It's like playing Baldur's Gate 3 and not caring about any of the companions. It'd be like, what? All of these extremely well-written characters, and you're just gonna... Hello. Baldur's Gate 3, also very good game.
It's blocked.
I don't think there's... Do I just go upstairs? That doesn't seem to make much sense. They made it seem like I needed to get down here into the servants' quarters real bad. And now, there's nothing down here. There's nothing in there. I don't see anything in there. Hi. Check the map. Yeah, this is all above me. I don't even know why I'm down here. I think because that guy told me I couldn't. I wanted to do it now. Just some sevens, don't mind me. Oh, it's a wizard. They worship Gandalf. I should have known. It made so much sense. Don't mind us, I'm just a servant. Man, your room is filthy. Note from a servant. Your Eminence, we have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your Excellence's guest was substantial. We regretfully had to replace the carpets, which have been heavily stained. I hope you'll find new carpets to your taste. I made sure the keys to the room was on your desk as usual. So that's why I needed to go down there. That is why I was supposed to go down there. Got it. Alright, I just want to double check. Read the mission marker. Final was hidden under the palace in San Mateus. San Matthias. Alright, I guess we'll just bop through here. Yeah. A faster route? Not likely. This room just leads to a barred hole in the floor. What is the architecture of this place? Who designed this building? They need to be taken out back and tickled until they pee their pants, because this place is stupid. What's in here? Similarly, crap. Really glad I'm playing this game again on an Xbox Series X, because everything loads so fast and the game runs like really well. Hence, like, the door transitions is like part of the loading, and so like now that like I'm on a Series X, like everything just loads like instantaneously. It's very nice. Bro, I swear. If there's a key up there that I missed somehow, I'm gonna be pretty irked. Thank you.
Well, this is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
Yeah, it's a sex dungeon.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
I don't think I want to.
For goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
The floor is sticky, oh god.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Thélème, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
Did you miss something, Petrus?
Locked. I don't have the key.
Well, that stinks. Well, I'm telling you, if it's behind that door, I'm not getting behind that door.
have the key.
Nothing I can do there. Find out what's hidden under the palace in San Mateus. I can't. Unless there's another key somewhere. Well, let's search this. I'm gonna search this room one more time. Lootable containers and objects are extremely obvious. Stuff is very rarely hidden out of sight. The game is very lenient in that regard. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're gonna do a walkthrough real quick. I just want to be done with the side mission. Side quests. That one. This is really poorly set up. Let's find a different walkthrough. Let's see. Guides, companions. Let's see. Companions, then go in the basement, inspect all the marked spots. Well, apparently I was supposed to have found a secret thing. Apparently there's a secret thing I was supposed to have found. It's a secret key. I think I need to go back upstairs and go find the secret key. Because I can't progress without it, or have lockpicking level 3, which I unfortunately don't have. I doubt I have any gear that would give me lockpicking 3. And that'll bump me up to lockpick 2. Unfortunately, that's as high as I'll be right now. So unless I have another piece of gear that can give me lockpicking, I think I'm dead in the water. And we'll have to just go upstairs and try to find this key. Unfortunately, apparently the key was supposed to be super obvious from what everybody's saying, so. Well, you know, if I wasn't blithering and daft, you know, maybe coming into this room and finding it would have been... Put your damn hands away, stupid. Wow, what a hard, complicated search. I'm also a, not conspicuous at all. Once more, pardon me, excuse me, get out of my way.
Locked.
I know. Pick up. This comic book lists many loans made from a money launderer called the Magpie. For every expense, there is a corresponding money input which completely cancels it. The sums are astronomical. However, there is no mention of where this money comes from. There are also many recurring payments to a certain Candy Cane.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. quite suspicious, don't you think?
Quite suspicious.
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I
Yuck,
think we
yuck,
have everything
yuck.
we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
So, the whole reason we're doing this is the Mother Cardinal, who is the governor of Thélème, which is the city I'm in. We're digging up dirt on her so she can't have a political advantage over my cousin, who is the governor of New Serene. That is the whole purpose behind this endeavor. Let's get everybody their armor back. But yeah, that's the whole gist of what we're doing right now, is we're trying to get dirt on her. Gideon, why Petrus is doing this, he was just like, oh, I can offer you up help. Let's go question some, ladies of the evening. We will not slander the ladies of the oldest profession. They don't deserve that. God, we have so many people to talk to.
A feast for the eyes, ladies, and...
Speak to
So,
pimp.
Have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
How about you tell me what I want to know, or I don't blast you with magic missile.
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Mademoiselle, how are you?
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
Peace. Madame.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Kurt, why are you staring at me like that?
It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize
She likes
her,
gambling,
you don't think
though.
You've crossed paths. What a testimony.
We're gonna try the charisma check
You must know
again.
more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well,
Success.
I was able to recognize someone once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore.
I am stricken with amnesia.
This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me about
Who
her?
am I? Why am I here?
Always
Who
hides
pooped in
her
my
face
pants?
and never joins us.
Mysteries of the
Then
universe.
she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his
Imagine
name
being a
makes the
powerful and
rounds.
influential person and your nickname is Candy Cane.
At these pleasure
That's
parties?
gotta suck.
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your
But
help.
that's all.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Peace out. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Who's this turd burglar? Are you the San Mateus fight organizer?
Good day. Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger.
Fair.
And the only ones who
Fair.
wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. I must be
I
going.
shouldn't have
Next
to talk to
time.
you anymore. I shouldn't. Let's, I want to go down to the coin arena. I am 100% sure. I think we've already been here. I think I've done all the fights. I do not think I have anything else I can do.
Ready to excite the crowd?
Did we do the 5th challenge? Yeah. Yeah, we've already done all this.
I need to get going.
Okay, so. Nothing else we can do here. Which is a bummer. I kind of wish they would add, like, arena challenges throughout the game. Now, granted, I did kind of smash through them at an absolute pace. We did, like, 1 or 2 challenges. Enemies got too strong. Came back later. Crushed them.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Sure, I guess.
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
Man.
What can you tell me about a certain candy cane?
Seems like I have all the information on Candy Cane.
Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place with...
I have to go.
I've already been down there, dude. Already been down there. Is there another person down there I haven't talked to about? Bruh, I've already talked to you.
Good day. Welcome.
Oh,
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
Okay.
I must be going.
Next time.
Okay. Sounds like I just need to go down to the docks at nighttime. Oh, I'm gonna find Magpie now, eh? Yeah. Question of money letter, the Magpie and son, Mateus. Nice. And again, the architect who laid out this city pooping that man's pants. Or her pants. Or their pants. Just pooping them. They deserve it. Not their own poop. Someone else's poop. This city is laid out horrendously. Hello, Magpie.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
No,
I'll get
I
straight
don't.
to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation
like I'm being
is
such an
spotless,
asshole
there
for
are
no
others who
reason.
have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which would be on me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
As a
So,
stone.
how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, She bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain candy cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Down by the docks, which are this way. Which are this way. Question, Kane. This way. Yep. How do I? Oh, I'll get back there. Keep running, I guess, until I find this.
Candy cane is not here. At least not yet.
Yeah.
Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Oh, do I really have to come back later? Is there a wait thing? Like, we can just... Which means I have to go all the way south to the Desarday residence. Son of a bleep blop. Sometimes the game will be really nice and just be like, oh hey, just wait. And you'd be like, cool. So I don't have to run around more. It is freaking necessary. So we will probably wrap up this side quest and then more than likely call it a night. Siora, honey, would you please move? Oh my god, it was literally nighttime. It's about to be nighttime. I could have just stood there. It's hardly exciting to just stand there and stare at a wall until time passes. That's what I do at work. No,
Maybe enlightened protect me in this battle. To my hell, and death to the other.
Okay. You guys certainly tried. Town is now sans several criminals. And I didn't even break a sweat. Did you guys not hear the scuffle in, like, the other alley? This took out, like, a whole criminal organization in 2 city blocks. Honestly, I get so many magic and healing potions, like, I don't need to... Hi, Candy Cane. Hi, I'm trying to talk to you.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desarday, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it. or you'll soon run into trouble. Leg it or no leg it.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Hey, Petrus is nice. Wicked. Theologic conflicts, we gotta wait for that one. Let's talk to Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. The letter we found in Rolf's office was signed by a man whose name I'm familiar with. Herman. I know he's responsible for what happened in this camp, as well as many other crimes. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
Oh.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well.
Convenient that I'm in San Mateus right now.
What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
Remember that we are talking about San Mateus. We should get rid of your major in broad daylight.
What kind of twisted scheme have you come up with now, old fox?
We need to ensure that he falls into the hands of the Ordo Luminous. They love burning people at the stake, and they don't care too much about who ends up in the flames.
The Inquisitor isn't very fond of us. I doubt we'd be able to convince him.
Haven't I taught you anything, my child? Every man has his weaknesses, including Aloysius. I could help you convince him if you'd like.
I hate those burnings. But Herman, he may be the only one who really deserves it.
So that's
We'll need to find
interesting.
him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile.
Having
since
certain companions at certain times can lead to different dialogue and potentially easier missions in certain regards by having them with you.
Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
Well, considering I'll just take these two with me. Go. Oh, he's in San Mateus, but we gotta go to New Serene to go talk to this person. It's gonna be one of those frickin' missions, man. There are missions in this game where the setup is really bad. To fast travel, I can't just like pop into my map and then just hit fast travel. You have to go to a fast travel location and travel through there. So we will head back to New Serene before we call it quits tonight. As I said, I'm not feeling the best, and it's starting to catch up with me. So starting to catch up. Travel to New Serene. We're in San Mateus right now. So we got about 3 hours in. Which honestly, not too bad. Not too bad. Makes up for the lack, the 30 minutes of streaming we did yesterday where my stream imploded on me essentially. But we are now a couple levels higher. We did a little bit of story stuff, and we've gotten a couple of side quests done. As I said, we have really only this one side quest right now. And the next time we play, we'll wrap that up, and we'll be back to doing story stuff. I think it'll be pretty damn cool, honestly. We're this game is not very long. Some of the side quests are tedious and very long, but if you were to just kind of do the story missions, you'd be through the game pretty quick. It's pretty relatively short game. I think it's like 16 hours of straight, like just straight beeline main missions. So we'll probably be in the 20 to 30 hour range, I would say, by the time we're done, because we are doing all the side quests and stuff. I want to level up, get better gear and stuff like that. So we have essentially hit a point where we are trivializing combat. Our character has gotten very strong. A little bit of a late bloomer. Took us about 20 levels to reach a point where I would say we've become like pretty saucy, pretty strong. So I'm happy though. I'm having a good time. I'm glad we were able to tame my internet just enough that we were able to finish up this stream. I don't know what's going on. I have some stuff I got to do tomorrow to make sure that the stream runs better. Might have to call my internet provider and bitch up a storm. So, because this is unacceptable. I hope it's not an equipment malfunction. I have some very expensive internet equipment. My modem is kind of old, and my Wi-Fi router is a bit newer. I don't have the money to. I can replace one of them. I cannot replace both of them. Combined, they're about $500 worth of stuff. So, here's hoping. Here's hoping. So, I appreciate y'all. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If not, what are you doing? And yeah, make sure to stop in tomorrow. Tomorrow we are playing the other half of Resident Evil 5. I am very excited for that. I already have kind of the next couple of games picked out, so make sure you stay tuned. Sunday, more Coral Island, because of course, we love it. Sundays for cozy days. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I hope to catch you tomorrow for some absolute just insanity that's waiting for us. So take it easy, everyone. Catch you later.